Hey, how y'all doing? I'm a mess right now. I just got done sanding my office. We're getting ready to paint it, get things going and everything. And I want to talk about these supporting trends and everything. We got mom supporting moms, dad supporting dads, teamwork trend, all these supporting trends. And the majority of people out there, they're true people, genuine people, they're supporting and everything. But then you got the big influencers you got to watch because they'll have, hey, they're always doing that. Hey, supporting thing. And you look on it, they're following 500 people. They got 50,000 people on their thing, but they're only following 500. But they want you to follow them some more and everything else. It's ridiculous. We're just building up followers and all that other stuff and everything. And it's ridiculous. We should get out there and actually support everyone. And I try to do it. I try to get out there every night, and then I try to go through all my notifications, and I try to make sure I see who followed me back, who did this, who did that, and I try to keep up and do the even things back and forth and everything. Try to keep it even. But I've gotten so much going on anymore. I mean, the amount of sugar daddies I got in my DMs, man, I just got piling up. I should be rich by now. I just message one back. Maybe I can get some money. Everyone's got this great deal that's going to make me rich or something, and all this other stuff going on and everything. When all we need to do is just support each other, engage from the bottom up. Watch the video. That's the biggest thing y'all are screwing up. No one's watching the videos. Everyone's just hoping to get TikTok paid, but no one's watching the videos. They're just hitting the buttons as quick as they can and everything, and nothing's going to happen through that. So if you want people to actually, if you want to build it, you're going to have to do the work and everything. And it's hard. I mean, I get at night, I go through all my notifications and everything. And I just go through and do as much as I can and get through it. And then, I try to follow back. But I'm trying to build a community. I want to have people that I like to engage with, talk to, and everything, and have a good time. I want to build a community. If you like toys and you like hanging out and you like movies and you like games and video games and stuff like that, this is the place to be. If you don't like any of that stuff, well, I don't know. Maybe this isn't the place for you. You know, if you like someone with a smart mouth and everything, yeah, that's me. But the only problem is on this channel, I can't, talk like I usually do. I got to watch my language and everything, and because I get restricted about every live I do because my mouth is, I can't control it. So if you truly want to be supported and follow me, I'll follow you. I got all that. I do that. And I'll do everything I can to keep up with the notifications and everything. But man, I am so backed up because I got so much going on, and I'm trying to get it done. Then we redid the outside and everything. We're getting ready to fill it up and all that, and we go get the stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we closed that part. We don't do that anymore." 30 years I've been going to this place, getting all my stuff. So now we're to the point of, are we going to just close that up? Well, we'll see how it goes. People make donations. We'll keep the outside filler bag open to help people out. And if they don't, we're going to probably just end up closing that. And then I'm just going to slowly work my way to going online and everything, because that's the wave of the future. I mean, if things keep going the way they are, there aren't going to be any businesses out here for regular people. They're all going to be closed up. Corporations going to take over everything. There ain't going to be nothing left. And I think that's what they're trying to do, especially when they're trying to get rid of the dollar and everything else. They want to make sure that they're watching everything we do and have our thumb right on us, so they know what we're doing. And it sucks because, back in the day, I feel like we're going in reverse now, because back in the day, I had to go out and I had to source everything. And I'm back to that point where I have to go out and source everything because everyone is buying everything under the sun that they want to collect and everything else, which is fine. But then they blame the resellers that everything's going up. It's not the resellers' fault that prices are going up. It is your fault because you're buying it. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that the problem is it's supply and demand. If there's not a lot of that stuff out there and you want it and everyone else wants it, price is going to go up. That's not my fault. That's not your fault. That's just the way it works. That's like Pokemon. Everyone's going nuts over the Pokemon cards right now. The scalpers are going, just buying them up left and right and selling them off and making a fortune. Everyone hates them scalpers. But, at the end of the day, if that person didn't do it, someone else is going to do it. So at the end of the day, you're still not going to get it unless they sit there and be like, oh, you can only get one or two of these and everything, which it works most of the time, to get that. But mainly the prices are going up because everything is just getting so hard to get. Like in here in my store, we used to get stuff so much that it was just pennies on the dollar. Now for something I want to sell for $1, I got to pay $1 for it. I can't do that. So what's that mean? That means that business is going to go like that, you know. So we just got to get out there and support each other. You know, I know everyone wants to get that TikTok money and everything else. I'm just out here to have a good time, meet some people, and everything else. If I get TikTok paid, that's cool, because my 16 cents that I made over the last year is freaking amazing. 16 cents. I'm rich. So, you know, and, you know, it is what it is. You just do what you can. You do the best you can, but prices are going up. It's not going to get any better. It's just going to keep getting worse, and prices are going to keep going up, and the tariffs, and we got so much going on that it's just making things go higher and higher. Because when I get a load, I was getting a load, and it would last me the whole month. So I have to go out once and get that. Now, because I can't do that, I could just buy little pieces here, little pieces there, little pieces here, little pieces there. I have to go out and pick up all these different loads every day and everything. And with my health issues, I can't go out every day doing that, get up every morning, doing all that stuff. You know, there's some days I can't even function. I can't even walk. And so it's going to be harder and harder for me. So that's why I have a feeling that eventually, even though I don't want to, I'm going to end up going to the internet. I used to look around and I'd be like, hey, where did all the secondhand stores go? You know, they were always closing up. You know, 20 years ago, they started disappearing. And that's why I started realizing these people are retiring or they're passing away and everything. So all the businesses are going away because people are not getting into it. Now, when people get into secondhand business, like they're all on Facebook, they're on eBay, they're all on all those places and everything. And whoops, I better watch my mouth because I might get flagged because you're not supposed to say that. But it's all over the place. Even on TikTok, they're selling everything they can and everything else. Stores are going away. There's not going to be any stores eventually. There's going to be pubs and maybe restaurants and everything else. And you're going to go into a place, you're going to hit a button, and you're going to look at a screen, and it's going to tell you what you can order. You're going to order it, and they're going to whoop, out to the front row, you know, and it's just going to be a big old warehouse. And that's all we're going to have. We're not going to have this where we can go look at the stuff and see it, and it's all going to be pretty. Those days are coming to an end. It really is. People don't realize. And everything is just going to be, because I've thought about doing it too, you know, where, hey, you guys can look online, you come to the store, you can pick it up, but you're just going to look at it, you're going to order it, and I'm just going to have it ready for you. You know, there ain't going to be no shopping in the store and doing all that. And that's actually going away. It really is. It's just all the small businesses that we all dreamed of having, and like Harris said, the American dream is dead, you know, and it really is. It's sad because it's dead. You know, there is no money in it anymore. We work ourselves to death trying to get it. I get finally built up to where I can succeed, and I get crushed. And I think a lot of people are going through that right now, you know. So I'll support you. You support me. Make sure you watch the whole video from the beginning to the end. And yeah, you might see something you didn't see before. You know, you might see something and go, hey, that actually is funny. Or you might just go, hey, I don't want to ever watch this guy's videos again. And you never know. You know, just get out there and have a good time. You know, I love when people get on here and we have a good time and everything. Don't really see too many people jumping on right now and everything. But it's more fun when people get on. We have some discussions and everything. You know, tell me what you think is going on, how you think it's going to be, and all that stuff. I know I'm not the greatest, you know, host and everything and all that, but, you know, I'm trying to build something here. And I don't know. I just want to talk about what you guys want to talk about, you know, because, you know, we all don't want to talk about the world falling apart and everything else and how we can't afford to feed our families and how, you know, my wife is out every night running her butt off doing this and that, just trying to make enough money so we can eat and do this and that. Because everyone's going through it. Everyone. You know, in the store, it's the first of the month. Normally, I've already made enough money to pay my bills for the month. Now, I ain't made squat to pay my bills. So we're slowly thinking about, you know, I'm working on, like I said, I was working on, that's why I'm all dusty. I was working on my office, getting it sanded down. Because I have an office that has an office, and then it has a bathroom, and it walks around in a circle. And then there's like a living room type thing there. And everything, so I'm getting that set up and everything so we can do our lives in there, hang out, check out some cool stuff and everything. But we're going to see what we can do with the store. I'm giving it at least a year, and we're going to see what happens. I'm hoping that it kicks up and takes off and everything, but I just don't know how it's going to be. I did all that work, though, to get this together next door, and it just crushed me when I found out that after 30, well, they were there for like 40, 50 years, but I was going for 30 years, and they just closed it up, and it's gone, and it's done. So now I have to find a new way to get inventory that's cheap and easy, because what I do is I used to buy in bulk, and I only spent a couple hundred on a whole trailer full, but then we sell it all for $1 a bag full, $2 a bag full, $3 a bag full, whatever, and sell it cheap. And that would help us pay the bills. That would help us help people out. And we give away a lot of stuff. Like, I'm right across from the jail. People get out of jail all the time, and they're like, hey, I ain't got no clothes or anything. And I'd be like, hey, get whatever you can, help yourself. But I'm not going to be able to afford to do that if I have to pay for everything, and I've got to pay pretty much close to what I'm selling it for. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So, and that's happening all over the world right now, all over the country. It's just getting horrible out there. People are not able to feed themselves. They're not able to feed their pets. They're not able to take care of themselves. People are going without their insurance on their homes, their cars. Anything that they can do without with, people are doing without, and everything. And it's getting real scary out there, So we all do the best we can to keep going and everything. I would say, hey, if you need someone to talk to, message me. But TikTok's messages are so jacked up. But if you message me on here, we can link up later, and hey, we can message each other and everything. Or you can get in my bio and you can message me through there. I would prefer you message me on some of the other links, because, like I said, TikTok's links are crammed full of crap. Because I don't need any more sugar daddies and sugar mamas and special deals of the century and all that cool stuff and everything that comes through on my TikTok messages. I don't need any of that. What I'm looking for is, hey, I'm looking for friends to talk to, maybe some people to collab with, people to hang out with on here or whatever, and everything. Maybe learn some new stuff and just have a good time hanging out and meet some people. That's what I'm looking at doing. I'm not looking at getting rich and famous. I mean, there's lots of people on here. I feel bad for them. They're like, their babies have passed away, or their parents are sick, or someone's got cancer and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to get that money, And TikTok has made it so much harder on people. They changed the algorithm, and it's just not showing the people. I mean, a live like this, I used to get 1,200 views. After it's over, there might be 100 views, and people stuck around for maybe 2 minutes. Once in a while, there'll be someone that stuck around for a half hour and everything. But I can sit here and say whatever I want, and 90% of you ain't going to see it. Not even going to know I said it. And everything. So, I mean, I understand, if I'm boring the tits off you, I get it. I just trying to do the best I can, keep it going. And I'm trying to build something here I've been wanting to do for years and everything. And it's getting harder and harder for all of us. We're busting our butts, and we're not getting anywhere. I've been fixing this and fixing that and fixing this and fixing that. And I'm to the point where I told my wife, I said, I could sell this building, take the money out of there, put it away for a retirement. Then I can take the other building, turn it into just eBay sales and internet sales or whatever, and just do that stuff, and then just go out and do the piecemealing like I have to do, and buy things that I want for here, and be like all these other people, like the Big Apple Picker and Thrifty Treasures and Commonwealth Picker and all them other people, out there doing that. I could just go do that, and I would probably make twice as much money. I wouldn't have this beautiful scenery behind me and all that. Yeah, I would. But I wouldn't have it as big of a building as this and everything. So, but that's okay with me, And then I could keep the stuff I want instead of having to sell everything I have just to pay the bills and everything. So there's advantages and disadvantages. I'd like to go to the flea market and sell off stuff, but I can't really do that if I have to go and buy stuff all weekend long and everything. So it's kind of a catch-22, because I go to the auctions and they don't have the stuff I want and everything. And I can order offline. I can do all that, but the searching and everything, it takes so much time to do all that and everything. Where before I could just go to the one auction, fill up the trailer, be done with it, and that lasts me all month or so. And now that's gone. Everyone goes to the GW bins and all that and everything, and they're not even that great. When you buy the clothes at $2 a pound, you're paying an average of 75 cents to $1 a piece anyway. And that's why I sell the clothes for. I can't buy it for that. So, you just do the best you can and can do what you can. But prices are going up because everything's getting ready to go up. And all these little secondhand stores that are all over, the little mom and pops, They're all going to go online. They're all going to disappear. I mean, I'm watching our flea markets just slowly die away. They're going away. So if you've never been to a flea market or anything, you need to check it out because they're going away. They're dying. Now the bigger cities with the bigger flea markets, some of them are sticking around. But Canton, Texas, the largest flea market in the country, even that is only half as big as it used to be. It's gone down to. It's not what it used to be. It used to be the pride of the area and everything, and it's just not there anymore. Everyone's gone online, so you know I got to make a decision on what I want to do, and I know that if I quit the store, close it up, sell the building, I'll have money, and then I put my internet store next door. I know I'll have money. I will miss the customers and everything, but I'll have money. I'll have time to do what I want to do, and I won't have to do other things. So I have to make the decision of what I'm going to do. But I'll still do some lives and everything, hang out with everyone and do that. And I'll probably have more time for that, and I'll probably have cooler stuff to show and everything because I won't be running my ass off in circles trying to figure out which way I'm going and everything. But then I won't get the interaction with the people. So it's kind of a catch-22. What do I do? I love most of my customers. I mean, they're good customers. Then I got idiots, that annoy the piss out of me. I had this one kid. He used to come in all the time, sell me everything under the sun. He always come in and sell stuff and everything. And the one time he bought, I don't think he didn't buy it. He rented movies. And what did he do? He come back in a year, 6 months later, and tried to sell me the movies he rented from me. And what's even better is he's like, "Hey, give me a good deal on these. I'm one of your best customers." I'm like, customers buy stuff, right? You ain't a customer, and everything. And ironically, he gave me my movies back. I didn't buy them back and everything. And that's probably about the last time I saw him, about 18 years ago. But he used to come in all the time selling stuff. And it's just crazy the amount of stuff that people will go and find and bring into you and everything. And you're like, what was that? I don't want that. That's disgusting. Where's that been? Oh, it's been sitting in my yard for about a year. It's still good, though. It's almost like new. Don't worry about it. That rust will come right off. And that paint chipping off, that ain't no big deal. We just spray paint it. It ain't no big deal. And yeah, so it's like brand new. I bought it like 2 years ago, but it sat in the yard for like 2.5 years. So it's got issues. And I hear that stuff all the time and everything. And you just do the best you can, keep going, and just try to get the best deal you can, and try not to buy a bunch of crap that you don't need. Because man, everyone try to bring me everything under the sun. I like to try to keep everything out of the landfills. I like to try to keep things going, and I want to see this world succeed. But at the rate it's going, I just see us going down, and sadly, it just keeps going and everything. So I'm hoping that things will get better. I'm hoping we'll see a change. But I am so scared for the future of this country right now, and I'm scared for all of us. And I'm hoping it gets better. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could be headed towards World War III. I don't even know anymore. It's gotten so crazy out there. I don't feel secure in this world right now. Do you? I mean, they say that 75% of people out there right now are living paycheck to paycheck. That means only 25% of the people out there actually have their crap together where they don't have to worry about all this and everything. It's like, I know a friend, he retired, he had $1 million. Sounds like a lot of money, don't it? That's not really a lot of money when you don't have when you're going to go buy a house, you're going to move to like big old fancy city or whatever and everything. That money's not going to last as long as you think. It's going to go real quick and everything. So, and we've been having a lot of issues with the ops around here. They do not want to do their job. They don't want to do anything. I mean, you got people out here ODing on the streets. I mean, literally, they doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And I need to watch my mouth how I say that stuff because they'll flag me, even though I'm not talking about bad things. I'm talking about how people need help and everything. And people are calling the PD and everything, and they're saying, "Hey, there's such and such going on." And you're like, "It ain't that bad. There ain't nothing to deal with. You okay? Yeah, you fine. Okay, bye." And how's that going to go over when they come back and that person's dead on the road eventually? It's going to happen, and they're just not paying attention. I mean, they lowered everything to a misdemeanor now. I mean, shit. You can do whatever you want. As long as you don't hurt someone, you're okay. And even if you do, you're probably okay anyway. So it's really declining the quality of life we all have right now because Rugs are taking over everywhere, and it's just destroying us all. Even if we don't use them, it's destroying us because people we know are using them, and that's having an effect on us. I have family members that are, and it's just destroying the family. I mean, it's just destroying people. I mean, what do? You just do the best you can and try to make it, and everything. I'm hoping by next week sometime I'll have my office painted, and we'll start getting that stuff put in there, and maybe I'll go get some stuff and set it up, and we can talk, and I can show you stuff, and start getting my office put together. I know I'll do a live as I'm putting it together, do stuff like that and everything. Just trying to figure out what I need to do. I just know I need to get my office together. But like I said, it's 3 sections, and then I also, because it's an old apartment is what it is, the office, and I'm taking the whole thing and turning it into my office. So it has a kitchen, it has the office, it has another bedroom, and then there's a whole another living room and everything else off the side, which I'm going to turn into my sorting area probably for other things and everything. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. I really would love to keep the store open, but every time I try to hire someone, and I can't take that anymore either. It's like I don't mind helping people. I love helping people. I love seeing people succeed. But when they tell me, "Oh, I'm recovering and everything," and I try to help them out, and then they rob me blind, I realize they're not recovering. They're just trying to get over on me, and they just were broke. And as soon as they had the money, they got what they need. So I just watch it and be careful with that because I don't want to deal with that. I've had hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff stolen from me because I trusted too much. And so I've gotten to the point where I just don't trust so much and I just do my own thing. And I'm just taking it one day at a time. So let's see here. But I am slowly getting the store together, so I hope that we can get things worked out and where I can get things figured out. And we can get this building filled up and we can stick around here for a while. And maybe I can hire someone to do eBay and then I don't have to worry about so much stuff going on and everything. It's just one day at a time, we're just working on it. As you can see back here, I got the counters all cleared off. Don't have the mountain of tools back here. But I didn't sort it all. I cheated. I threw half of it in a box and threw it back. But I'm just slowly trying to get rid of everything in here. And I just want it organized where, you come in, buy your stuff, do your thing, and everything else. It's hard out there. The world is not the same world we grew up in. It's definitely not the same world that we've lived in for the last few years. Everything has changed so much over the last few years. It's just not the same. Everything has just totally changed. We used to go to the storage auctions for stuff. Now everything's online. You can't see it. At least at storage auctions, when you did a storage auction, oh, 3, 2, 1, it's sold. It was sold. It wasn't 3, 2, 1, and then, oh, look, 5 more people come back in and start back over and everything. So when you're doing the online auctions, you get in and it starts it over again for like 5 minutes or something. And it lets you bid again and everything. And that's the stupidest thing I ever heard because that means that you're at $100, but then everyone's waiting to the last minute. And now you just pay $500 for that thing. And I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I think if you're going to do an online auction, you should be like eBay. Time's up. Time's up. This extended bullshit, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That is just more crooked crap. There's so much crooked crap going on out there that's screwing all of us business people that are trying to be fair to people and screwing us. I used to go to the GW auctions. They discontinued it. That's what supplied my whole business. It's over. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get with some people and try to get some stuff here. But if I can't get it, and I can't afford it, I'm just going to have to stop helping people. I'm not going to have the dollar fill a bag, and I'm not going to have the dollar store, and I'm not going to have all the cheap stuff where people need. People depended on their shoes and stuff like that. But now, GW Bins, they got the shoes, $3 a pair. I was selling them for $1 because we could go into the auctions and buy a whole bin for $2 to $5. Now you could buy a pallet for $25, but a pallet was 4 foot by 4 foot, full of stuff. So you made your money and everything. But now they've gotten so greedy that they put it out by the pound. And now for me to buy the same amount of stuff that I was paying $300 to $500 for, would cost me about $5,000. If that gives you perspective of how bad they screwed people, that's how bad they screwed people. And I think that was the last auction in the nation, actually. and everything. It's been there for 50 years, and it's over. Now it's all by the pound, $2 a pound, or 99 cents for regular stuff. But even for, it adds up. I mean, yeah, it's good for some people out there. It is good. But as far as for what I was doing and trying to help people out and getting it cheap to help people, that's over. I can't do it anymore. So, but I don't want to actually take all the time to push out and say, hey, donate, donate, because I feel like I'm begging. And I'm not begging for anything. I'm just wanting to help people. Sorry, my knee itched. I had to itch it. And I want to help people out, but I'm not begging because I'm taken care of. My wife and I are taken care of. Are we rich? Do we have lots of money? No. We are living day to day, every day. The only reason we're still here and in business is because we have both buildings paid off and our house paid off. And the cars are paid off. And so the only thing we pay is our insurance, and pretty much we buy our food, and we pay our bills. If it weren't for that, we'd be suffering right now and everything like a lot of people are out there. And so if you want to do the dad supporting dads, teamwork, whatever you want to call it, people supporting people. That's how I look at it. People supporting people. So if you want to follow me, I'll follow you, but you got to have a real account. You got to have a picture on your thing. Even if it's just the D, color D or whatever, color J, whatever, that's saying you have an account. But if it's just the gray thing, I can't do it because they look at it as bots. So make sure you get a picture on there when you follow it, and make sure that you have, your thing, and do the best you can because the engagement thing, it works. I haven't been doing it like I should, but when I do it, man, my everything goes up. When I'm not, my views and everything drop. So the engagement thing works more than people realize. As far as any other trick, creator search insights, all that crap, I haven't found any of that to work. The only thing I have found to work is the engagement from the bottom up and the teamwork trends. All these little dads supporting dads, moms supporting moms, that all works. But you have to know how to do it too, because you can't just follow everyone and not clear the people that didn't follow you. Like after a week, if no one followed you back, clear them people out, get rid of them. Because you can follow up to 10,000 people. So if they have 10,000 followers and they're only following 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, that means they're not following you back. So don't follow them. Those are not the people you want. They're not going to engage with you. They're not going to do anything. They're just looking to get people on their things. So those are not the people you want. They're not going to engage with you. They're not going to do anything. They're just looking to get people on their things. So remember that. And better thing is, you want people that are really going to engage with you. People that really like watching you. People that think it's funny and everything. I try to be funny, but my humor is a little size, so my mouth gets me in trouble a lot. And so I try to watch my mouth, but it's hard at times, and I get flagged all the time. I get restricted. But I'm trying. And so, we all work together and everything, but you just got to watch how you do it because everyone wants to get TikTok paid. We all want to get paid. I mean, no one wants to be broke. I think about it all the time. Why are we all sitting here struggling, doing the same thing? We all do the same thing. We all get up, we go to work, we go home, we're exhausted, we take care of the kids, we take care of our family, and we do the best we can to spend time with them. And then we get up, we do it all over again. That's like everyone's going with these parasite cleanses. And the ivermectin and the fentanyl, and that's just sold out everywhere. And it does work. And everything. So it's something to check into and everything, because if you're having issues, those are the best things to get. I've got so many things going on in my head right now, thinking about so many things. But we are slowly going to keep putting the store together. We're going to keep working on it. So we just ask that if you would support us, that would be greatly appreciated. Even ask that if you would support us, that would be greatly appreciated. Even if you just follow and do some comments and everything else. I'm not asking you to send me money and everything else. I'm just asking you to support us. I mean, all you have to do is watch our videos, watch our lives, and everything. That's the support I'm looking for. I know I'm boring. I know I'm going to grow as I get better and everything. I got to get the comfort zone back and everything because I had it and everything else. But now I'm thinking too much about everything and trying to figure out how to get out there and do my thing. Maybe get you guys some garage sale videos. I don't know. Just comment on the comments what you guys want to see from me, and I'll do it if I can. But if it's stupid, I ain't gonna do it. Like if someone says, "Eat a turd," I'm not doing it. Okay. But I might roll a Tootsie Roll and make it look like I ate one, something like that. But, but seriously, do you want to see videos about shopping and getting deals? Do you want to see stuff about stuff I got? Do you just want to chill and hang out and talk about games? Do you want to see videos about shopping and getting deals? Do you want to see stuff about stuff I got? Do you just want to chill and hang out and talk about games? Do you want to talk about movies? What do y'all want to do? I mean, come on. I'm planning on doing this every day about 6, 7 o'clock. I want to try to do about 6, but everyone's still coming into the store and everything. So I've gone on to 7 and everything, keep it going. So it works out and everything. Because, I mean, we got all kinds of stuff coming into the store. We got all kinds of goodies coming into the store. It's not trailer filled up, bring it out and everything. I do have an auction I'm going to check on tomorrow. I'm going to check on an auction. Maybe I can get some stuff. I don't know. Might not. I got 2 auctions, one in the morning and then one at night. I'm going to check on. And normally, though, when I go to these auctions, I get about 10 boxes at the most and everything. So it's not a whole lot of stuff. And that's why I have a problem with going to the piecemealing stuff, where it's just box after box after box, instead of having just a full trailer and being done with it. Because, I mean, yeah, I could fill up the trailer and everything like that with the cheap stuff, but then I have to go over here, I have to go over there, and I have to go over there. Now, granted, it's not a lot to clean up and put away, but the problem with that is it's not a lot to clean up and put away, but the problem with that is it's just you got to go over here, you got to go over there. And with my health issues, I get worn out so quick and so easy that it's hard for me to do that. And the price of gas and everything else, you got to have your time judgment and everything. So it's kind of hard to do that. So I'm just looking at my options and everything because, like I said, everything has changed. I've been checking the online sales for the auctions and everything. Because we used to do the auctions and everything, and I love going to the auctions. Now we'd go to the auctions and pick up 20 units, and it was no big deal. And I had 2 guys, they'd load it out, and we just go. But I'm getting old, and things are not that cheap now. Back then, you could pay people $5 an hour. They'll load it up. They'll have it done. No problem. Now, people want $15 an hour. They want to screw around and take their sweet old time, and then bitch you didn't pay them enough. I mean, I understand that things are 3 times as much. But if you're there to do the job, and that's it. I mean, it's plain and simple. So, I don't know. I just take it one day at a time right now. Trying to figure it out. I still got things to do there and everything. And my problem is I'm not getting any younger, so I want to live my life too. So, I don't know. It's just hard to figure it all out. So, we just do the best we can, keep going and everything. And I appreciate y'all stopping in. So, like I said, if you have at least 4 or more videos, I'll follow you. Make sure it don't look like a bot account. Make sure you got a picture on there. I don't even care if it's a letter or whatever, colored letter and everything. It just can't be the gray on there and everything, because if not, they consider that bots and everything. If you have no videos, I can't follow you because I'm trying to engage back with people. But if you have the videos and all that, or if you have a private account, can't follow that either. So that gives you kind of a few ideas of what to do and everything. If you want to actually build an account, you need to have the picture on there. You need to have, certain things and everything to get people to follow. But what I have found for all these little secrets that everyone keeps telling, the only one I've actually found that works is engage from the bottom up. And if you know how to do your followers, watch for your followers, people that are actually following. Because if I have 5,000 followers and I'm only following 500 people, obviously I'm following people back. But let's say I have 5,000 followers and I'm following 6,000 people. That means I'm following people back. They just haven't got back with me. And sometimes mine will say I think I've got like 7,300 almost followers right now, and I'm following like 77,000 people or something. So, I mean, it's not all I'm following, but that's because some of the people that follow are bots, and I know I can't follow them. Because I will go up like 10, 15 people. Hey, look, I'm following. And I'll go back an hour later, and I'll be like, oh, I got 2 people less than what I had earlier. And I had 15 on there because they're cutting out all the bots and restricting everything. So you just watch that and you'll figure it out. But if you want someone to engage with you, if you want someone to have a good time and everything, I'm slowly getting myself together, and we'll engage with you if you want someone to have a good time and everything. I'm slowly getting myself together, and we'll hang out some more. And everything. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Stop by and see me. We'll see you tomorrow around 6 or 7. Have a great night.